Good morning, everyone. It's Charise here. I had some thoughts swirling around my head this morning, so I wanted to try to share them, and I apologize if I'm not super coherent with sharing them, but they all kind of have to do with feeling stuck and unmotivated with Beachbody, because it's something that I've been through, and I know that many of you go through this as well. And I think sometimes we think, I don't feel like doing Beachbody today. That makes us think, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't be doing this, or maybe I should just quit, or maybe I should just stop trying. And that's what I really wanted to address, because if you've felt that way, you're not alone. It's part of the peaks and valleys of doing coaching. But here's how I've kind of worked through it. So I wanted to share this on a couple of levels. First of all, the past few months I've been having some health challenges, and I'm going to be fine, so no worries, but definitely challenges. And I've been very, very tired. And as most of you probably know, I'm a nighttime worker, or I have been traditionally with coaching. I've started working for the most part after my kids go to bed, and then stayed up very late to work a solid amount of hours, kind of ending my day as full-time mothering and then starting my work day immediately after. And I was able to pull that off for a long time. But I realized that I can't do it anymore. And what I'd find is that I'd be sitting there at night with my laptop on my lap, trying to get started, trying to invite, trying to motivate, and just feeling like this is the last thing in the world I feel like doing. I do not feel like doing Beachbody. I do not want to do Beachbody. I have to stop doing this. And so I'd have this time of just feeling like I don't want to do Beachbody. And what it really was that I was exhausted. And what it really was that at night I could not be working the way I was anymore. So I had to make a change. And this touches upon that Gary V video that I shared with you guys the other day here, if you saw that. And if you didn't see it, go and watch it. It's just like 2 minutes long, but it's really powerful. And basically Gary V's advice is, when you want to have more success, or when you want to feel better about your situation, sometimes all you need to do is switch things up and make a change. And I realized I can't do all my work at night anymore. So what I've started doing is shifting to doing all of the things that I kind of don't like doing or need the most motivation to do, eating that frog. I need to do all of my inviting and outreach sometime in the first half of the day. I need to get it done in the morning. And if I get it done in the morning, I feel better all day because I feel that I've been productive. And then at night, when I'm exhausted and I want to get in some relaxing time, I could do kind of more brainless work, like just answering messages. So after all my outreach in the morning, at night, all I have to do is answer messages, which is so much easier. Then I can just go through my inbox than thinking about organization and who to reach out to and what to say and all the things I need to reach out to people about. So making that shift has helped my motivation so much, just changing my schedule slightly and organizing my day so that outreach happens in the morning and I just respond to messages at night. So that's been one really big shift for me. And if you're just hopping on now and you missed what I just said, go back, because that's one part of the message that I wanted to send. The next thing is I wanted to change how I was reaching out to people. Because sometimes we get in the rut of just inviting people to challenge groups. And honestly, that gets boring. Even though we want to help people, I've been doing this for 3 years. I don't want to just invite people to the same 30-day challenge group month after month. It's boring and it makes me lose motivation. And that's why I've really been embracing the other kinds of groups that we're running as far as things to invite to. Because if people have a good experience in our free groups or in our free bod groups, or if they have a good experience in our 5 or 7 day Shakeology groups, then they are more likely to continue on to other groups, like our challenge groups. And it's just such an easier invite, to be honest. Instead of inviting someone to something where they have to invest $140 to join us, if you're inviting somebody to something that's free, if you're saying, I am going to provide you with support and motivation, and basically it's like a 1-week trial to show people what you can do as a coach, how you can help people, then, why wouldn't they take that? And so inviting to the free groups, I think, is really key right now, because you're showing people what you can do. And so after, if you give people an amazing experience in the free groups or the short groups, then they understand the value that you're offering when you're saying, come join a 30-day challenge group. So that's the other thing that I've really shifted to help my motivation. The next thing I wanted to talk about is having a kind of motivation or why or goal behind what you do as a coach. And this applies whether you're a working coach or a non-working coach. I think we have to shift sometimes or adjust what our why or our motivation is for doing what we do. Because if we just keep it as the same why forever, then again, things get old and things get boring. So for me, last year, I had a goal of getting our team to elite, being in the top 0.01% of all Beachbody teams. And we pulled it off, and that's incredible. But to be completely honest, the second I knew that I hit elite, it just was like a deflating feeling. Like, okay, I did that, now what? And it made me realize, especially, that I really, and I've said this before, but I really don't care about the accolades with this. I really don't care about the prizes and the parties. Elite was nice, but to be honest, I'm an introverted, shy person. Being on stage and being promoted all over the place, it's not my cup of tea. I do it because it helps our team and it helps my business and it helps inspire others, because that may speak to other people. But it doesn't mean anything to me. And what really makes the difference for me with Beachbody is the communities that we form through this team. And when I think back about my adult life and I think about all the different ways that I tried to have that kind of fulfilling feeling of how can I actually feel like I mattered in this life? How can I feel like I impacted the lives of other people? How can I feel like what I do each day matters? I have never in my life, through all of my ventures, and I've had several careers and many different volunteer things that I've taken on, searching, to feel this kind of mattering and way to impact other people. I have never been able to impact so many people as I have doing Beachbody coaching. And what I love about this is our challenge group. I love the people in my challenge group. I love watching the bonds form between people. I love seeing moms and women and people from all different walks of life connect and support each other. I love that our team is so positive and open and accepting and affirming. It's just so rare. I mean, look at what's going on in the media right now. Look at the state of our country. And look what we have in this little corner of the world here, where we have this positive, motivating, supportive place. We're so lucky. People search their whole lives for something like that, and we've created that here. And each and every one of you are part of that. That is something that matters. And that is the thing that keeps me going with Beachbody, because I know that no matter what my rank is, no matter what my status is, no matter how much money I'm making, I will not be able to replicate the kind of emotional, subjective experience that I get from this, of being able to help other people and to create this kind of magical, positive place. There's nothing else I've tried for years where I could create that same kind of thing. So that's what motivates me every day. And if that's the kind of thing that motivates you, then you need to think about, okay, how can I stay engaged in my challenge group? I'm feeling bored with my workouts. Well, maybe you need to take on the nutrition program that comes with your workout program. Maybe you need to try something else. Maybe you need to do, 3-day refresh or ultimate reset. Maybe you need to start drinking a different Shakeology flavor. I don't know what it is. You have to think about that. That's for you. But maybe there's something that can shift, that can help you feel more engaged, so you don't lose your engagement with this very special and unique place that we've created. And as a coach, what your motivation is, if you love that feeling of, knowing, oh my goodness, I brought this person into a challenge group and they're having amazing results. I am helping to change their lives. It is a privilege to help this person. And then if they sign on to be a coach and you get to keep having them in your challenge groups and you get to keep seeing different ways that you can reach them, then, that is an amazing feeling. And what you may have noticed is when you have a challenger in your challenge group, when you are helping somebody else, it ups your motivation, right? So it's like you're helping the person and you're helping yourself because you have to set a good example. You have to step things up. So that is a wonderful thing too. So for your motivation, maybe it's just something as simple as I commit to having one person that I help each month, one person where I'm going to walk that person through their journey, a new person each month. Maybe it's just one person. Maybe, if you do want to do something with this where you do have financial gains, you aim to hit Success Club. I want to help 3 people. I want to have the experience of knowing I made a difference for 3 people each month. And as I said, I really don't care about the accolades and the recognition in this business. Been there, done that, realized especially it doesn't matter to me. But Success Club is the one benchmark. As you know, it's been 36 or 37, I think, well, now that I hit this month, 37 months of hitting Success Club in a row. And I hold myself to that benchmark, not for the accolades of it, because there's not much to it. It's just the fact that I know that I am helping at least 3 new people each month, which means those are 3 people who may become coaches and continue on, so I can stick with them on their journeys. It means that I'm constantly bringing new people into our team. It means that I have new reasons to be motivated and to step things up. That's why I work on hitting Success Club every month, because it keeps me motivated and it means that I'm doing what I set out to do. For you, if you do have financial goals with this, maybe it's, okay, if I could just make $100 each month, what would that mean for me or for my family? Maybe that means we can go on 1 extra vacation this month. Maybe it means, you can pay off your car payment. Maybe it means that you can, do date night with your spouse and get out and pay for a babysitter every month and go do something cool. Like whatever it is, put it in terms of not the money, but maybe $500 a month would be a game changer for, whatever reason you want to decide. What does it mean to you? And then connect it to the people that you can help and what it can do for your own journey. So I know some of you are just jumping on now. Please go back and watch from the beginning, because this is all kind of layered one on top of another of the different ways that I've shaken myself out of getting bored and being unmotivated and having to change my vision. And I hope that it applies to you. And we will have a team call tonight. It's not going to be about this, so that's why I wanted to get this out now. I'll post the thing for the team call tonight. But I just wanted to say thank you all, for being part of this team, because you are really what keeps me going every day. And I appreciate you all so much. And whether I know you well or whether I don't know you at all, in some way you're contributing, because you are impacting somebody else on this team and helping them to be motivated and continue on. And that's a very special thing. We're very lucky to have each other. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye.